Thank you for watching, and in this video we are going to learn how to use circular patterns into assemblies. So the first thing which I would like to do is I just want to convert this part into assembly. So for that I would go into the files and then make assembly from part. Click OK. Okay, so as we already selected our part, so this part is already selected. So if I'm going to click the green check mark, then I can bring that part into assembly. Otherwise, there is another option if you want to bring another part. So you can just go into browse and select your part and then you can bring into assembly. So I'm okay with it. So I'm just going to click the green check mark. So this is my first part into assembly. So I want to bring another part into assembly. So there are multiple options. So the first option is I can go here and I can open this part. I can go into open from here and then I can select my part and then it's gonna be opened as another window into the SolidWorks, and then I need to drag it here into the assembly environment. Or there is another option like I can insert directly into assemblies by using this insert component. Or there is another option like I can go here into the right side and there is an option for file explorer and then I can select and I can bring it here. So it's up to you as you want. So let's go from this option like open, and I want to open this part. So this is going to be opened but in another window. So as we can see, we can go into the windows. The first one is the part, this is the part 2, and this is the assembly. So what I can do is I can just go into the tile horizontally. So as you can see here, the middle one is the assembly. As you can see here, the name, and this was our part which we converted into assembly, and this is our another part. So if I want to bring this part into assembly environment, so what I can do is I can just drag it here into the assembly and then I can expand it. Okay, so this is my part. And in overview of the assemblies, we already knew like how you can move, how you can rotate, or whatever you want to have with your part, so you can do that. Or if you didn't watch that video, so you can just go and you can watch this video again. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is because I want to use a circular assembly, so what I can do is I can just go into the mate first, and then I'm gonna select the outer part of this screw and then outer part of this hole. So in this way, it's going to be moved here and then I'm going to click the green check mark. But still, as you can see, I can move up and down because this is not fixed. So what I can do is I can just select this surface and this bottom surface. So in that way, what I can do is I can just fix them both together. So I'm just going to click the green check mark. Okay, so this is my first mate and I already selected it and I already fixed it. So what I can do is now I want to use a circular pattern to fill all of these slots. So I can go here into assembly and into the ribbon section. You can see there is an option linear component patterns. So if I'm gonna go into this tiny menu option, so I can go into the circular component pattern, which is the second option here. Okay, so the first thing is I need to select the direction, in which direction I want to go. Suppose I can select this outer surface. So in that way, it's gonna be rotate into this direction. Or if you don't have any surface like that, or you don't want to select this, so what you can do is you can just go into visibility options and then you can just turn on the temporary axis. So which is gonna be here into the middle, and then you can choose that axis as a rotation axis. Okay, the second thing is at what degree you want to rotate or you want to make a circular pattern. So I knew like this is the next slot from the first one is at angle of 22.5. So I'm just gonna enter my manual value 22.5. And then I need to select a main important thing is I need to select the components to pattern, what component I want to pattern. So I can just select this and I can select my pattern. I can select my component. So as we already selected the component and the rotation, so that's why it's also automatically gonna be placed here, but we need to check it at end. But how many pattern we want to have? So here is the number of pattern which we need to select. So I can increase it. So I can increase it as much as I want. So it's 16, I would say. And then I'm just going to click the green check mark. So look, in this way, I can just made a circular pattern on this assembly. So just imagine like if you have to do all this one by one, so how much time it's gonna take. Okay, so but there is another option which I would like to let you know. So what I can do is I can go into the feature manager and I can go into this circular pattern and edit feature. So I want to edit this feature. So at the end, you can see there are two options, instance to override. So two options. The first one is skipped instances and the second one is modified instances. So if I want to skip or modify any of this pattern, so what I can do is I can just select skip, and then as you can see there are tiny purplish arrows appeared onto all patterns. So whatever the pattern I want to skip, I can just select. Suppose I want to select I want to skip this one, so I can click on that and then I can modify it or I can skip it. So in this way it's gonna be skipped, as you can see. So it is skipped. Or if you want to bring it back, we can go back, we can go into the edit features again, and here as we already have here which one is skipped, so what I can do is I can select this, right click on it and delete. So the skipped one is deleted, so that's why it is back. So I can go back and click the green check mark. So look at that. The pattern is complete now. So in this way, like we can use circular patterns into our assemblies. And as you can see, like it's gonna save our a lot of time. So this is a really powerful tool into SolidWorks, and I would suggest you should use this into your assemblies. And that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And if you are a serious SolidWorks learner, then don't forget to check the course link in the description. Thank you.